chapter 14, don't get lost in tasks and duties. Whatever the specifics of a man's purpose, he must always refresh the transcendental element of his life through regular meditation and retreat. A man should never get lost in the details of his life and forget that, ultimately and in truth, life amounts to nothing other than what is the deepest truth of his present moment. Tasks don't get a man anywhere more conscious or free than he is capable of being in his present moment. You have properly noticed yourself in the do mode. You are totally focused, intent on getting a task done. You don't want to be disturbed. If anyone tries to interrupt you with the question, you ignore them or give them a quick answer so you can keep them on track. This do mode is very common among men. Whether you are trying to hear something on TV or finish a report by midnight, your attention to focus on the task at hand, and you don't want to be distracted. This do mode is one of men's biggest strengths and weaknesses. It's great to be able to plow through obstructions and get the job done. It's good to keep yourself disciplined and on purpose. But if you forget your larger purpose while pursuing the small and endless tasks of daily life, then you have reduced yourself to a machine. Even now, as you read this, you may be in do mode, totally in the process of reading. If you were to die right now, what would be the feeling texture of your last moment? Are you feeling the infinite mystery of existence so that your last moment would be one of awe and gratitude? Is your heart so wide open that your last moment would dissolve in perfect love? Or are you so absorbed in some task that you would hardly notice death upon you until the last instant, whoosh, and everything is gone? The test of your fullness in every moment is your capacity to die in free and loving surrender, knowing you have done everything you could do while alive to give your gift and know the truth of being. Have you loved fully, or do you have unexpressed feelings that would taint your last moment with regret? Do you consistently relax into the awe of immense mystery? Or are you so absorbed in your work and projects that you have no longer feel the miracle of existence, each moment emerging from and dissolving into the great and noble? Has your own task addiction built blinders that limit the vastness of your vision even now? Tasks are important, but no amount of duties as if to love, freedom, or full consciousness. You cannot do enough, nor can you do the right things so that you will finally feel complete. Doing is simply the nature of your body life. If you want the body to continue, you must eat and breathe. You must work, care for your family, and brush your teeth. But these are just the mechanics of life on earth. They never come to absolute truth of your being. When you do your tasks in the right way, they liberate your life energy so that you can attend to what really matters. The investigation, realization, embodiment of true freedom. You even know what this means? Have you devoted yourself to find out the deepest truth of your own existence in this very moment? Your tasks are not supporting your life in this way. You must drop them or change them so that they do. Otherwise, you're wasting your life. Whereas many women waste precious time swirling in emotional currents and eddies, many men waste their birth seeking the completion of tasks, nose to the grindstone, day after day, year after year, and you become a robot of duty. Rather, raise your eyes, see to the horizon, and do your task in the spirit of sweeping out your house on a sunny day. To help you remember the triviality of your daily tasks, interrupt your schedule with refreshers. These refreshers should cut to your core and strip the fat off the moment. Consider your own debt. Behold an image of the most enlightened being you know. Contemplate the mystery of existence. Relax into the deepest and most profound loving of which you are capable. In your own way, remember the infinity. And then return to the task at hand. This way, you will never lose perspective and begin to think that life is a matter of tasks. You are not a drone. You are the unbounded mystery of love. Be so without forgetting your task. 15. Stop hoping for your woman to get easier. A woman often seems to test her man's capacity to remain unperturbed in his truth and purpose. She tests him to feel his freedom and debt of love, to know that he is trustable. Her test may come in the form of complaining, challenging him, changing her mind, doubting him, distracting him, or even undermining his purpose in a subtle or not so subtle way. A man should never think that his woman testing is going to end and his life will get easier. Rather, he should appreciate that she does these things to feel his strength, integrity, and openness. Her desire is for the deepest truth and love. As he grows, so will her testing. Every moment of your life is either a test or a celebration. The same is true about every moment with your woman. Only doubly so. Not only is her simple existence a test for you, but one of her deepest pleasures in intimacy is testing you, and then feeling you are not moved off course by her challenge. The most moment for a woman is feeling that you are Shiva, the divine masculine, unperturbable, totally loving, fully present, and all pervading. She cannot move you because you are already are what you are, with or without her. She cannot scare you away because you are already penetrate her in fearless love, pervading her heart and body. She cannot distract you because your one-pointed commitment to truth will not bend to her wills. Feeling the shooting of love and freedom in you, she cannot trust you early and surrender her testing in celebration of love until she wants to feel you as Shiva again. And then the testing will begin anew. In fact, it is precisely when you are most Shiva-like that she will most test you. Perhaps you have been working towards some financial goal and finally you have succeeded. After months or years of effort, you have creatively earned a large amount of money. You feel happy, feel successful, you feel great. You come home to your woman and want to share the news with her. I just made $1 million today. That's nice. That's nice. You know how hard I've been working for this? I know. It feels like I haven't seen you in months. Did you remember to pick up the milk on the way home? Oh, sorry. I forgot. But who cares? We could buy a dairy farm now. I asked you to pick up the milk 3 times this morning, and I put note on your briefcase. How could you forget? I said I'm sorry. Look, I'll go get the damn milk. Why is she being this way? Because she simply wants to deflate your success. No, she is challenging you because your success doesn't mean Ishwar unless you are free and loving. And if you are free and loving, nothing she says can collapse you. She wants to feel you are uncapable. So she pokes you in your weak spot. Of course, she knows how much this moment of success means to you. This is precisely why she is negating it. Not because she wants to hurt you, but because she wants to feel Shiva. She wants to feel your strength. She wants to feel that your happiness is not dependent on her response, nor are you making $1 million. She wants to feel you are superior. You are a superior man. It's a tall order to be this free. And in your more mediocre moments, you will wish your woman would settle for less. But if you are a man who is living his fullest, willing to play his edge and grow through difficulties, then you will want her to test you. You may not like it, but you don't want to settle for some bozo who depends on this woman's response to be happy. If you are aligned with your mission, you are essentially happy, even through times cycle between difficult and easy. You don't need your woman's strokes to fulfill your mission. It still feels good when she strokes you, but you don't need mommy anymore telling you what a good boy you are. And your woman doesn't want you to feel you need mommy. In fact, it sickens her. If your woman is weak, she may settle for a weak man, and therefore play into your need to feel like a good boy. But if she is a good woman, a strong woman, she won't tolerate your childness, needs for a pat on the head or back, collecting bigger toys, and being kind of the king on the mountain. A good woman will love the childlike part of you, but she wants your life to be guided by your deepest truth, not your unintended childhood wounds. She wants to feel that at your core you have grown beyond the need for kudos and $1 million toys. She wants to feel your self-generated strength of truth. So she will test you. She might not be fully conscious of why she is doing it, but she will poke you in your weak spots, especially in moments of your superficial success, in order to feel your strength. If you collapse, you flunk the test. You have let your woman deflate you. You have demonstrated your dependence on her for external validation. Even if you just made $1 million, you are a weak man. Your woman cannot trust you fully. If you remain full and strong, humorous and happy, your truth undisturbed by her testing, then you pass the test. Honey, I get you some milk, alright? You say I should sweep her off the ground and lay her on the couch, laughing, kissing, looking deeply into her eyes, and milking her happiness with the confident loving of your caresses. She can relax and trust your cyber core. She can surrender the tension around your heart. You are trustable. You don't need her validation in order for you to be loving. You simply are loving. The truth of you is love. Your fullness is independent of mommy. You are not only a man, you are a superior man. A man who does his best to live as love in the world and its intimacy. A man whose heart remains open and whose truth remains strong. Remains strong. Even when his woman criticizes him. A man who can find the humor in forgetting to pick up the milk on the day he made $1 million. This is the kind of man your woman can trust. Now, the moment is a moment of celebration. Now she can relax and truly join in the jubilation, knowing you are not dependent on her praise for your happiness. It will last, perhaps 10 minutes, and then she will test you again. It never ends. A woman will always test her man for the pleasure of feeling his strength and loving his capacity to transcend his persistence in his own truth, and his capacity to share the truth and love with her, even when she is complaining, especially when she is complaining. Her complaint is the beginning of her pleasure. It is not true criticism, but a test of her cyberhood. The criticism is entirely dissolved in love as soon as she feels your humor and happiness in the midst of the poke. It never ends. This is a secret. You can't get out of it. Finding a different woman won't get you out of it. Therapy won't get you out of it. Financial or sexual mastery won't get you out of it. Your woman is testing you because she loves you. She wants to feel your truth. She wants to feel your love. And she wants to feel that your truth and love are stronger than the bombs that she can throw at you. Then she can relax and surrender into the polarity of man and woman. Then she could trust you. The most loving woman are the women who will test you the most. She wants you to be the fullest, most magnificent self. She won't settle for anything less. She knows it is true of you. She knows in your deepest heart you are free. You are cyber. Anything less, then she will torment. And as you know, she's quite good at it. Yet, if your purpose is to be so free, you wouldn't have any other way. Thank y'all for your time. So we're going to stop right there. And we're going to be going to part 2 later tomorrow. Dealing with women. Page 58. Chapter 16. Women are not liars. Thank y'all for your time. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, all that. The best is here. Enjoy your day. Stay safe this weekend too. See y'all soon. We go.